Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another speed build. And today we're going to be doing something super festive, and it also ties into the new pack that we'll be releasing in just a couple days now. It is Monday the 4th at the time I'm making my voiceover for this, so pretty exciting. It's going to be here by Thursday. Oh man, I don't know. I'm excited, but I'm also a little nervous because I've seen some early access footage from other creators and it looks like it might cause some issues, and I know that I'm going to be without my mods for a little bit, and that makes me sad also, but I'm still very excited, and I really wanted to do something super festive and fun, so I thought what I would do is make a lovely little, cabin in the woods feeling type of home for Father Winter and Mrs. Winter, and I downloaded a copy of them, like a made over version of them on the gallery. So I will include that information right around here, where you can find the copy of the Winters that I found on there. Although I think they're called the Clauses in that one because it's St. Nicholas Claus and then Mrs. Claus. But yes, they're very cute, and I had them play testing this home and all of the little homes that I will be building in the back that you don't see yet, but it's very fun. And here you finally saw all the shape come together. I was trying to use a rounded kind of turret room over there for a while, but the rounded walls were just being so uncooperative, so I gave up on that very quickly. And then instead I just went with the hexagonal room. And here we are making a little tiny back porch area because I thought that it needed just a little bit more space in the back, to have some more outside activities, and I couldn't. I was trying so hard to make this roof piece work. As you can see, I did angle a little bit of it. Like, it's just not quite a straight roof piece. It's just slightly, slightly dips in a little bit, which I use like those little balls that are hovering over the roof piece. If you hold them down, I think it's either shift or control, maybe even alt, one of them, it helps to soften the slope a little bit, but you can create a slope. So that's what I did with those roof pieces, and I think they look really cute. Because this is technically in Mount Komorebi, I wanted it to look kind of like it fit into the landscape, even though it's definitely not Japanese inspired at all. So in case you're curious, it is on the 50 by 50 lot called the Kiyomatsu Point lot in Mount Komorebi. And it was a lot of fun to build this. I used a lot of debug landscaping, and that's why it comes out to being not too expensive, which I was happy about. And then this door here is from Seasons. I'm just working on the front porch and trying to get a feel for what the dynamic of the home is going to be. I use a lot of windows from Get Together because I like the shuttered look of the windows, although I do have those shutters from Horse Ranch that I didn't think about until just now. I could have really used any window I wanted and just used the shutters from Horse Ranch, but I do still like the shuttered windows from Get Together because they have the cute little cutout. They're very cottagey, and that's kind of the feeling I was going for. And I used the railing from the Snowy Escape pack because I wanted to use some elements of that pack in this build just because it is in Mount Komorebi, which is the world that came with Snowy Escape. Then I decided to quickly just get into the kitchen because I already had an idea of what I wanted to do, but I was just chomping at the bit to get in here because the kitchen's my favorite. So I got in here and I immediately picked the red counters from I think that it's not Country Kitchen. No, I think that's just the Cottage Living counters, and also the matching upper cabinets. And I do get rid of those little windows. I think I just add the big windows that I had there before, the big Get Together windows. I was really trying to use these ones that you see here, but I couldn't make them fit with all the upper cabinet pieces that I wanted, so quickly gave up on that dream, but it's cool. And here's the sink, the matching sink and stove I put in here from Cottage Living as well. First I was going to use this green stove, and I decided just to go for the red. Just go for the red. Even though it has like red and black on it, I still think it looks really nice, and I do think it is still very Christmassy. So here you'll see me replacing that window now. I was really wanted to use these, but it just wasn't working. So I think I just use these two and I just center them as much as I can, kind of squish them together. And I think it looks really nice. And then we are transitioning into the dining room section of this room. I don't really cordon it off at all. I think I just add like a little threshold fence in between the tile from the kitchen and the hardwood floor of the dining room. In case you're wondering, the table is from Seasons, as are the decorations on top. The light is also from Seasons, and the chairs are from My Wedding Stories. Although, you know what? The light might be from the Free Holiday stuff. The light might be from Free Holiday stuff. Don't quote me on that. I was using both of them intermittently. And because it's free, I technically count it as like base game because I just assume everybody has that one. If you do not, go get it because it's free. And it has actually a lot of really cute holiday decorations. So if you like to do homes that are decorated for each holiday and you know, if that interests you, I definitely encourage you just go pick it up because it's free. Why not? How often do we get free content that just stays free forever? But here is the dining room coming together. I picked that rug actually from Werewolves. That's like the clean version. I really, really like that rug. I just like the gold and like the burgundy all around the corners because I was trying to do a very heavy Christmas theme here. It's very red, gold, green, Christmas lights, wreaths, garland. Like I was trying to go all out. And this, you know, Winterfest threw up all over this dining room. It's just... it's crazy. I used both sets of curtains, I think. This green one with the stars in the corner, I was going through all the swatches. And also the bows. Oh my gosh, I just love it. I love it so much. I just didn't like that it was cutting it with the table, so instead I replaced it with the smaller table here so that I didn't have to adjust my choices because I really wanted to use that curtain, and I just moved the sideboard table over here a little bit instead. Also, that archway is from Growing Together, even though it's kind of craftsman and this is like a cabin. I still thought it fit really nicely, and I love putting that in between rooms, like leading into the dining room, because I think it's just such a nice segue, adding some more garland, and then also adding more here as well as that curtain one more time. Eventually I do add wreaths as well, and then we're going to take a little break. I'm going to show you how I made the little rental houses. I made 4 of them right here, and I just placed them in the back, and then I did the same kind of roofing for each one, just a little gabled roof. I didn't do any kind of slope or slant on them at all, and I just copied and pasted, and then later on I go in and I figure out the front porch area, the windows, etc. I pretty much just copy them, like I copy the floor plan all throughout all of them, but I do change the orientation of some furniture, which you will see later. I think it came out really cute. I was quite satisfied. And anyway, here are the steps. This is going to be like the little living room area. So here is that fireplace I was talking about. It matches the table, so I was excited for that. And then I was picking out couches. I do end up going with this one from Horse Ranch in the reddish leather swatch. But for a while, I was trying to think if I wanted to use the matching armchair, but the matching armchair doesn't actually have a matching red swatch, frustratingly enough. So instead I went with this cats and dogs like love seat, but instead, because I thought it was a little bit too much red and it just didn't make much sense, I wanted to bring some more color in here. I get rid of that and I swap it for the 2 armchairs that are the same like high back feel from cats and dogs. I think I may change them. Yes, I changed them to yellow with the blue blanket on the back because I thought that brought in more of like the gold that I just kind of picture when I think about Christmas. I think of like gold, red, greens, whites, browns, like really rich colors. And then here is the lovely wallpapers you see just on this section here. I do use that red all throughout the living room and the workshop area, which you will see shortly. And then I do move that's the Christmas tree you can decorate that comes with Seasons. I move that to the area towards the bottom of the stairs, working your way into the workshop area because I thought it fit there nicer and I wanted to make more usable space in the corner where the tree is. I do end up putting a bookshelf there instead from the book note kit. So in a little bit you'll see that it is actually moved to the corner next to the stairs, which is fine. Here is a nice little end table that I quickly decorated with some cards, both on the table and then some hanging cards hanging on the window, some more garland, obviously a shoe rack and umbrella stand and a coat rack as well. And then we're coming back outside because I'm pulling out all of the decorations that I wanted to use. I put all of this garland on the front porch and also these snowflakes across these 2 columns because I thought they just looked perfect, and also some ceiling decorations for outside on the front deck. I do a little rug out into the living room space. Some more of these hanging lights. These are from the free holiday stuff pack, and they're very cool. They do actually light up too. I know they look kind of flat, but they do actually light up, and they look really, really nice. And also there's the decoration box in the corner so that Mr. and Mrs. Winter can decorate their home, which I do end up doing later. In the screenshots, you'll see that the house has the like hanging string lights and the chase lights and all the bunting and everything. It's a lot of fun. So I enjoy that one. And then here's the bookshelf from the Book Nook kit that I was talking about. I put that there in the corner because I realized there was no bookshelf down here, and I'm pretty sure that they would like to read. So here are some fireplace tools, which are essential. I put them right next to the fireplace. And then I just decorated the fireplace mantle a little bit with some like little evergreens and a globe and some nutcrackers. I had to move them around a few times with the Alt key, but I think that they came out really cute. And adding one more light behind the high back chairs there in the living room. And then here's a little bit more of the front porch, the front entryway. I was trying to figure out where everything was going to go. And also the window placement was driving me nuts because I just thought it looked silly. And there's the threshold in between the dining room and the kitchen. And then I'm adding all of the little appliances like the stand mixer, the waffle maker. Here's a little tea maker I put over in the corner here. And then what I decided to do was make a little island in the middle as well. I thought that that would look really cool. So first I'm adding like the dish rack, and then I was like, oh no, where's the sink gonna go? I guess it's going in this corner. I threw it right here in the corner near the dish rack. And here's the island where I start decorating, put some pots and pans hanging just above it. And then I think I did the decorating of it right around here. After I changed the light, I threw in some more flowers and some more holiday decorations behind the counter here. And I think also some more garland, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, here's some more garland. I love that garland. It just looks so nice. And I think also that other little bunch of like pine cones and garland up above the fridge to just fill in that empty space a little bit better. Now here on the center of the island is where I decided to do like a cookie making station. So near all of the small appliances, I felt like made a lot of sense. So here's the little decoration of assorted goodies from Get Together, and then also the berries and cream assortment that is from the Home Chef Hustle Pack, and then a little jar of cookies, of course. And here's a little spooky cookie tray. So this is from like the Halloween, the Spooky Day pack, but it's just a cutting board or just a sheet pan, and there's really nothing you can do with it. I'm pretty sure it actually would spoil in game, but I thought it would look really cool for screenshots. So we make sacrifices. I just thought it would look cool. So there it is on the island. That's Mrs. Claus's little cookie making station. And then over here is the workshop where Santa makes all of his presents. There's a candle making station. There's a fabrication station. There's a robot making station. I should have put a woodworking table in here too, but I didn't because I just didn't have any room. But you could always add one to the back porch if you'd like. I just thought this was enough, and I didn't want it to look too overly cluttered. I also didn't want it to take up too much space so that you can actually download it easily. So here are some cleaning and party robots down there. I thought that would be helpful. Instead of like, he can't make vacuum cleaners, but he can make the robots. And then here I'm just throwing some toys like those oversized llamas and the sports equipment, and then like some little baby toys and some books and some robots. I decided to put on this shelf from the Get to Work pack. Obviously those llamas do not slot to the bottom, so I had to use Tool Mod to move them up slightly, but here is pretty much the final product. And I also throw in Blarfy over here. He sits there up against the wall. I think that came out really, really nice. And then we finish off the flooring. I just continue the same flooring all throughout. I throw a tarp underneath the fabrication station because we know how the paint splatters off of that thing. And then some like work mats underneath the robotic station. Those are from the Dine Out pack. And then here we are on the back deck. And I think I just add this size down tree from Debug in here. This little pot, so you can always take that out if you want. If you wanted your sim to plant something else, you don't need to keep this in here. I just thought it gave a little bit more something to the build, and I thought it looked really nice. And then of course I add some more of these big string lights all throughout the back deck here because I thought it looked really, really pretty. And I think I had like a wreath or something too. There's random decorations just appear and disappear. You'll see everything in the screenshots because this took me so long to finish up. I was sick while I was working on this too, so luckily I'm better now. We were all so sick. It was terrible. Tis the season. But here is the bathroom. This is the one and only bathroom in the house. Hindsight is 2020. I really should have added more than one bathroom, but I think it's a very cute bathroom. It's very functional. Mr. and Mrs. Claus did not mind using it together at all. So there you go. But there is just a standard toilet, sink, same kind of countertop from the kitchen, only in a different swatch. And obviously we have like the plunger and the toilet brush, shower tub combo. And there's the soap and the toothbrush holder because that is essential. I think I replaced the light as well to just my standard bathroom light, like the traditional quote-unquote bathroom light goes above there. I did use Tool Mod to size down those towels a little bit to make them fit nicer under the window, and then I used these growing together curtains, which made me have to move the tub a little bit so that they weren't clipping into the shower tub combo. And that actually works out really well because that shower tub combo, you could take a bath or a shower, no problem. Nobody had any issues with it, so I'm very pleased. Very, very pleased. And then I added a little bit more decoration here. I think I just add the lit up wreath from, oh man, what is it? Is it from Holiday Stuff? No. Yes. This is from Seasons. And it has like really cute little fairy lights in it. And then I changed the wallpaper completely. I was using the Realm of Magic one, but instead I changed it to the Home Chef Hustle red tile instead. And I think that it looks really, really pretty. I was trying to keep the theme of Winterfest all throughout this house. So it became very taxing after a while. I was just looking at so much red. But here is the grandkids' room. So when their grandchildren stay over, this is their space. And I figured that it was a granddaughter and a grandson. And they don't mind sharing the room because they only stay over here, every so often. And they don't mind sharing because, their grandparents are Father and Mrs. Winter. I wouldn't mind. I'd share a room with anyone. But here's their little tiny bedroom. And I use a lot of Parenthood. I use the Parenthood dresser, the long white Parenthood mirror as well. And then I think I just use a whole bunch of wall decals for the decorations, as long as also I do some crafting stuff on top of the dresser because I have a feeling that the kids really like to make winter crafts. There's a little bow. There's a cute little panda light because they're in Mount Komorebi. Maybe their grandfather picked that up for them or decided to make it for them. I think that's really cute. And I picked this very fancy blue wallpaper with the wood paneling on the top and bottom just because I thought it was nice. And a little cloud light. Because I enjoy using that one for all of my kids' bedrooms for some reason. And then here are a bunch of Winterfest decals. I use some of the Freezer Bunny ones, some of the standard ones, and I just kind of pepper them all over the wall. I think on the other side there's trees and presents. And I just kind of, I changed the orientation of them a little bit because I wanted the presents beneath the tree because that makes sense. But that's pretty much it for their room. And then in the Father and Mother Winters room, I use this bed from Realm of Magic and these curtains from Base Game. And then I also throw some garland in there too. I was going to try to combine them with these here from Seasons, but I didn't quite like the way that looked. So instead I used just this regular garland, which I think is from the free holiday stuff. I use that a lot in this build. All of the garland I use way too much of, but it's so pretty. Look how pretty that is. It's so nice. I think I do add one more window next to where the bed is as well. But I use a lot of Realm of Magic in this room because I just love the style of the furniture. It's very whimsical, and that is how I see Winterfest and the holiday season is just very whimsical and fun. So I just wanted to keep that theme. And I did, yes, I added 2 little small windows instead because I wanted to reuse more garland and I didn't want the windows to be too big. There's the dresser and also the mirror from Realm of Magic. And then I top it off with a bunch of decorations. I think I just repeat the holly and the candles once again from the living room or from the dining room, because it's just too good. How could you not? And then I put up a wall sconce here. I think this is just a base game one, and it's just really pretty and simple. I already felt like there was so much decoration in this room. I didn't need anything too crazy. And of course that is a little, I think it's a Kwanzaa painting, but I can't really see it because the lighting is awful. So I should have gotten the little light that goes above the paintings for that one. I did not think about that. That's my fault. But just adding a little bit more decoration to that room. It didn't take too long. And then here is the hallway. This was, oh crap, I forgot a room. Panic mode. But I added some more cards to in between both of the windows. And then I added some Winterfest crafts that the grandchildren made. So I made sure to throw them in there. And I added some window curtains and garland, and I tried to add another window, and here's where I throw in even more garland, and I believe the big red bow that we got with the base game update sometime last year, I believe. I think it was around Christmas time last year. And I just got rid of the wall, all placed it, and then put the wall back, and it turned out really nice. And also here's a little computer desk. I'm not sure if that is for the grandchildren to use or if that is for Father Winter to use, but either way, here is the rest of the hallway. It's pretty much done. There's a little Father Winter, my Simi doll on top of the serving gnome, and I just thought that was so cute. And the flower arrangement is from My Wedding Stories. And then I throw in some like Chinese New Year lucky oranges right there on the table. I thought that was very nice. I wanted to pay respects to all of the winter holidays, so that is where we went with that. And another little gift. And then I think I just replaced the ceiling lights. I was thinking about adding some kind of menorah as well, but I did not. And then I just add one more garland. I forget what ceiling light I used because this was a couple days ago. Oh, was it this one? Okay, it was this one. It was the one from Cottage Living. I use that one all the time. And then I think I add a little armchair right next to Father Winter's room as well from Realm of Magics to keep the set complete. And also added a little laundry day rug because I just like this rug and I enjoyed the colors. It wasn't too Christmassy. It was like an all year rug, but I just really enjoyed it. And then here's the back of the house. I wanted to add a chimney because they do have a fireplace and I wanted the effect of the smoke coming out of the chimney. I thought that would be perfect. Now we are finally to the rental homes. So you are going to see me cutting in and out quite a bit, but this is the basic color scheme. So I picked green for this one, and it has the Seasons wallpaper, and also the door is from Cottage Living. I changed the lighting a little bit so you can see, and I did add a roof texture and trim to all the roof pieces, even though you can't see them. That is only because if you download this to a different lot, I just want you to be able to see that, that the roof trim and the texture all matches all of the buildings. These windows are from Cottage Living as well. I keep those in all the homes. I don't change where they are. I just kind of copy and paste pretty much the first house, and then I just change up where the furniture is in each house and also the color scheme. So this one is red, and that wallpaper is from Jungle Adventure. This house comes out to be yellow. It took me a very long time to find the wallpaper that I wanted to use, but I did end up picking the one from at first I chose this one, and then I decided I didn't like it, so I end up going with the one from Jungle Adventure in like the orangey yellow tone instead, which matches the middle house. So both the side houses have the same kind of wallpaper, just in a different swatch, and then the two houses in the middle have the same wallpaper, just in a different swatch. And I thought that kind of made sense. So here's where I'm finally deciding that yellow just didn't work for me. So changing it to the gold swatch. Here is the bedroom situation right here, and also the tiny little square bathroom. And that little long hallway thing is where the kitchen ends up being. And the living room is right in the front as soon as you walk in. So I was just trying to figure out the orientation of the window placements and which kind of windows I was going to use, like what shape. But I think this style came out perfect for what I was doing. So this is the green home. So most things in it are green, but the couch is red. I tried to throw in like little splashes of red and splashes of the other elements of the colors. So it wasn't, Wasn't so overwhelmingly just the one color, but you could tell that, okay, this is the green home, or this is the red home, this is the gold home, this is, but here is our kitchen layout, and the kitchen layout stays the same for each one. There's only one house that doesn't have this exact kitchen set. It has the Home Chef Hustle instead, because I just thought it looked really nice and I wanted to use it again. Here is the living room setup. This is where the red couch comes into play from the Tiny Living stuff pack. And then I throw in a little TV and the vampires flooring, which I really love. And then I had a heck of a time figuring out this bedroom. I was trying to just keep it nice and simple. So I just went with like the gray wall, the eco lifestyle bed, and the little end table from Dream Home Decorator, as well as this rug from the Book Nook kit, and then base game curtains. And then over here I wanted to add a dresser and also a desk for a computer or for writing, anything really. But I did add a computer. I believe everybody got at least a laptop. And then picking out some paintings, because we always need those. But we have some paintings up here from Dream Home Decorator, and then I pick a light for the desk here. I think I used this one. Yes, this is the one I end up using. It's from high school years. Oh, I'm really testing myself today. And then this light also from Dream Home Decorator. And then I think I just move on to the bathroom. I do, like I said, I add more decorations later, so I'm showing you what I built, but I did do some decorating off camera and some tweaking off camera. For example, there is no trash can in the kitchen as of right now. I just added them after I took the screenshots because I realized I hadn't put a trash can there, but it's in a place so you couldn't see them anyway, because it's so low to the ground. But here's the bathroom. It is very green. It's very cute. It's very cool and like relaxing. Just very simple. It has everything it needs. A little candle on the back of the toilet. There's a toilet paper roll. There's the plunger and brush. Here's some more decorations in the bedroom. Also, every bedroom has the Mount Komorebi poster, because I thought that made a lot of sense. And also this same green plant on top of the dresser. And then we are working into the kitchen, and we have the upper head cabinets, and I use the same ones obviously that coincide with the countertops. Oh my gosh, my brain is dead today. And here I am trying to figure out how that can work without cutting into the window too much. I think I made it work. Here is just adding the final touches, just a little end table kind of poof thing with a light on it, whichever light that I choose, because I don't remember what it was. Oh, it's just this little lantern. And then I think I add some more plants, a different ceiling light, and also I do add this little blanket basket, and I also add a thermostat and a smoke detector in each apartment. So don't worry, everybody has everything they need. Here's a little hanging plant from the Bloom in Rooms kit. And then I'm continuing more garland and decorations and fun stuff because I knew that it needed it. Here I use the snowflake lights because I really enjoy them. And I thought they looked really cute here. Then some kitchen clutter. It is kitchen clutter time. So at first I was looking for paintings and stuff to use in the bathroom. I picked this one from Cats and Dogs. I repeat that in every single bathroom. I just changed the swatch. But here is some soap in the kitchen, and I think also some paper towels, and then I think just a plant in the corner. I tried to keep it really simple because you're not going to be able to see these anyway. If you're playing as Mr. Winter, you're not going to see your renters in their house anyway, so I didn't think it really mattered. And I also wanted to make sure I left room because I'm still not sure if they will be bringing their own stuff when they move in, like the potential renters, or if it has to be fully decorated. I'm not 100%. And I also do add a ceiling to each of these houses using the surfaces tool, or like the platform tool. And then I add matching ceilings that coincide with the flooring inside the homes. So there's a ceiling matching everywhere. There's this lovely trim between the first floor and the roof. It's just beautiful. I think it came out really, really cute. But that was the first house. And then I think after we get done decorating this, I'm just going to go into a little section where I just show you how I copied and pasted everything. I did copy and paste the front porch and then rose everything up. Same thing with this one and this one. And here is the green home that we just saw. Here's the red home. As you can see, it's completely different style, and it's very, very cute. And if you enjoy it, please feel free to download this home. And here is the yellow home. Very fancy, very white and yellow and gold, kind of bohemian style. And here is the blue home, where I am adding one more plant because I just thought there wasn't enough plants to be had in this home. I couldn't figure out where this tree was going to go, but I think around here is where I decide would work out. And this is in 100% speed mode. So here is where we speed up once again. This is just me working on the outside. So enjoy the seemingly effortless look of me painstakingly adding all of these lovely walkway pavers. Because it looks super easy when it's sped up, just like, oh, it just came together so nicely. No, this is at 450 speed. This took me a very long time. I was very, very careful about what I was doing. I was doing lots of sizing up and down, and it was a painstaking process, I tell you. It was painstaking, but it was worth it. I think it came out really, really nice. I was very happy with how it looked. And here's pretty much the final product. It goes from each house around the middle, and then in front of this very sized up tree in the middle. And then also I wanted to add some terrain paint, even though you can't see it, just in case you place it somewhere that is not snowy all the time. Here is a nice little slightly risen platform. It ends up being a covered platform that I also add ceiling paint to. But it has everything that you need just to enjoy the night outside. It has an outdoor fireplace, has a couple comfy couches and a little coffee table, just enough lighting. I think I also use the toddler stuff, string lights, and I hang them from all of the columns, and it just looks really, really cute. And I think that it makes a lot of sense in a snowy world. So here is that fireplace right there, and I did switch the orientation of the roof because it just looked silly with the fireplace kind of sticking out of it. Here is some couches. I use these ones here from, well, at first I was going to use these from Outdoor Adventure, but I didn't like that none of the wood tones matched. Like, if the wood tones were the same and the plaid was different, I wouldn't have minded, but I didn't like it. So instead I used this one from Seasons. There's a lot of Seasons in this one. And then also this end table that is matching from Seasons. And I think for the light, I just add more candles. Pretty sure. Same like holly and candles bunch. Here are those string lights going in right now. And then I think after that, I just add maybe some nice plants to the corner, and a coffee table. The coffee table is from the Courtyard Oasis kit. And I think that it looks really pretty and almost like a snowflake. And then also the front porch of each home, I add a little tiny Seasons armchair, and I make sure that it kind of coincides with the other colors that I used in the home. Now for the red and green one, I used opposite colors. I think I end up switching them out. So the red chair goes with the red house, the green chair goes with the green house, but that might be much later. And don't quote me on it. I might not change it just because I like the way it looked better. So I'm a mismatchy kind of person. But here is the final layout before I finish the landscaping for the back little village of homes, if you will. It was very fun. It took me a really long time. I threw in a lot of landscaping. As you can see, only the first two homes, the green and red one, are done so far. And I still have a lot more placement of these stones to do. So again, from the house, the main house, all the way back to the path that leads to all the little houses in the village, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was fun, though. I had a lot of fun with this one. I think it came out really, really nice. It took a lot of fiddling. It took a lot of playing around, but these are in the debug and live edit menus, so if you're curious, that's where you find them. And then I added this multi-unit mailbox thing that came with the Island Living debug, so I think it still fits here pretty nicely. And it has all the different mailboxes and also a bunch of nutcrackers and a bunch of outdoor decorations. And I think I also add the Seasons mailbox to the other side of these steps because I figure, well, Mr. and Mrs. Claus need a mailbox also, and that's like the official Christmas mailbox, so you have to have the one from Seasons. Here it is right here, the one that looks like a candy cane. I thought it was really cute. And here I am just adding some more landscaping. I use these this like fern trio from Cottage Living, and I just kind of pepper some plants around that makes sense. The same red shrubs from Outback, I just size up a little bit and place them here. I think they look really nice. There's Mr. and Mrs. Claus right there in the front yard, in case you didn't see them. And of course, I add some terrain paint, which you can barely even make out underneath the snow. Again, It's for the purposes of you guys. If you place it somewhere else, at least you know I attempted to put in some train paint. So if it's a little messy, you can just fix it, but you don't have to do it all yourself. And here is some evening lighting to finish up what we were doing. I used these little bag luminaries to put all over the outside. I thought they were so pretty. And I like that they have Christmas colors and a little tree on the front. And I also add the tall cypress to either side of the back exit to the village. And then some more enlarged wreaths underneath each eave, because for some reason the lights didn't want to go there, probably because the slope was too short. But here is a live mode version of our cabin, and it is very pretty. And I don't know if you can see through the window, but Mrs. Claus is decorating the tree. And Father Winter will be coming around the corner very shortly off to the left, so you'll see him bopping along. I had the tree in a silly place, and Blarfy was kind of in the way, so anytime he had to do any decorating for the tree, he had to run around the entire home and come back in the front door. It was very funny. I did fix that. And don't worry, every house has a smoke detector, a thermostat, and a trash can. So we're all set. Also, the main house has a trash can. We're fine. We're fine. I promise. I double checked. But if you enjoyed this one, please let me know what you think and make sure you like and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.